Higu Amarashi till I cry. What's up? What's up? What's up? Ba-ba-ba. How's it going? How's it going? Do I sound like a kid on COD? Double check. Well, I'm gonna refresh the chat box just to make sure everything shows up properly. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch. Thank you, Argent Maid, for following me. Yay. Got the double whammy now. Haimu, Maimu, Haimu! Ooh, Steven! What's everyone doing? I, for one, am doing good because I had... You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm PMSing, and I really felt like having a Baconator and a Frosty. So I had a Baconator, and I had a Frosty. And I couldn't finish the burger. Frosty was good. I love Frosties. I'm gonna be honest, I saw they still have that minion thing going on. And the concept of a banana Frosty sounds really, really disgusting. I didn't get the minion meal though, I just got a Baconator combo. Let me see, what is it? Wendy's Minions and Monsters Big Bacon Classic Meal. Dude, the Baconator's already like the size of your freaking face. I don't know how you're gonna... Holy moly. Meal has 1,340 milligrams of sodium. What do you even get? You get a quarter pound fresh, never frozen beef, applewood smoked bacon, American cheese, crisp lettuce, tomato, pickle, ketchup, mustard, mayo, and onion on a potato bun. It's big, it's classic, it's got bacon. I just realized I put lettuce on my Baconator. I am going to shit my brains out, probably. I'm watching wrestling while reading the new Uma Musume manga. Oh, dude. Okay, if you guys didn't know, I actually caught up with Star Blossom. I started reading Star Blossom. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I genuinely need to study the artist's art style. I forget their name. I forget his name. I need to look up his name. Shin Kotani. Their art itches something in the back of my brain. There's something about the way that he draws stuff that is so fluid. Oh, it does something to my brain. It's Hey there, Mimester. How's it going? I'm doing good. And you know what? I will say, it's good the whole way through. I will tell you that. But I'd say about chapter 40, that's when everything gets fucked up and evil, and then you get transported to the torture factory. And then, for some reason, the author just decides to invent the torture nexus and just insert it, and everything is suffering, and it's only gonna get worse from here. Because they're suffering a they're about to address a very catastrophic injury that has never ever been addressed in any Uma Musume media ever. And I'm very scared. Did you watch Big Brother? Did you watch Big Brother? Are you talking about the reality show? The only thing I know is that you watch a bunch of celebrities and JoJo Siwa got with the creepy guy on there. That's the only thing I know. Then again, there is the trash TV part of me that really wants to check it out. See, it's all Big Brother and Love Island. Love Island isn't the same thing, is it? It's just... No, because Big Brother's, like, live. I think when I saw last season on Pluto TV, they had, like, all the cameras streaming 24/7. Which is, like, wild to me. They could just do that. I know that's kind of the whole point of Big Brother, is that everybody wants to watch the reality show, and it's normally a bunch of nobody. Oh, I thought it was all... Wait a minute, I just remembered, yeah. I know that there's specifically a celebrity Big Brother, that's what I'm thinking of. I was thinking of celebrity Big Brother, not regular Big Brother. Honestly, okay. I'm gonna sound like an old head. I'm gonna sound like an old fart. Genuinely, if you guys heard of, okay, context. Mother Mime does, like, classic TV shows. You know, you kind of have your comfort. Usually it'll be, like, stuff from the 70s or the 80s. And I'm not usually quite into that stuff. It's just not for me. But I actually really have been enjoying, old episodes of Match Game. You know, that one from the 70s? It's the one where, the host basically reads out a joke that you fill in the blank with. And then the contestant fills in the blank, and they have to see how many people they can match the blank with on there. They've got like 6 celebrities you have to match it with. And I don't know, I genuinely just had a good time. Also, Betty White's on there. So it makes me smile. It makes me happy, because I love Betty White. I'm so mad. She was almost 100. Almost made it to 100. But yeah, that so far that is the extent of my game show consumption. Here, actually, I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit and wipe it off. A little dusty. There we go. Here, I'll go ahead. I'm gonna calibrate it again just in case. I'm trying to think. I haven't really watched any other reality shows or like game shows. It's Wordle? Yeah, Wordle's supposed to have a game show. Did it come out already? No, it didn't come out already. I know that it was supposed to be, yeah, it was supposed to be hosted by Savannah Guthrie. Oh wow, first result you get is the audition. Wait, what do you mean they'll head to Europe to play? What the heck? So, wait, you have to be a citizen of the United States, but you have to travel to Europe to record the show. Very weird. Eligibility requirements. You are not currently, nor do you currently intend to be, a candidate for public office. Oh good. No politicians on Wordle. You should try the indie game Frankie's Funhouse. I'm looking that up. Frankie's Funhouse. Ooh. Point and click puzzle game. Let me. Oh, it's making me do the age check on here. Boo. I mean, I understand it, but boo. I know my age. Every time I see Higurashi on the schedule, I get excited because it's one step closer to the eventual Umineko playthrough. Yeah, man, it's like trying to watch all 1,000 episodes of One Piece before we get there. Ah, man, it's making me sad. I'm just gonna go on the itch.io page. That's just gonna make it easier. I know my age. I know my age. Oh. Oh dear God. Oh. One of the ladies has big boobs. And then the 5th picture is a guy and that same lady with the big boobs chugging a bunch of coffee, and then her belly is growing and being distended out of her shirt. Absolute cinema. Absolute Maimu. Did you check out that Lily's Well game I told you about before? I want to play it either this week or next week. I honestly do. It looks really fun. Oh, by the way, I actually fixed the issue where I was saying how the Streamlabs chat wasn't showing up properly in my docs. Like, it wasn't showing on the actual widget. Yeah, it turns out I just was not logged into Streamlabs. I'll do it. Okay. 20 minutes in. Okay, I think you're at as good of a time as ever. Alright. Okay, okay. Oh, good timing. I took my headphones off for a little bit. Just, okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I almost heard my voice echo on here. Alright. So, let's get our bearings together. Number one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it right here. I have a rough estimate on when my read review is gonna be. Hey, clap on back. I'm waiting on one specific asset, and I'm not, like, necessarily rushing. I'm not rushing anything, but it'll probably be around September or October-ish. Maybe a bit more towards October, but I don't want to say for sure. Definitely in the next few months. Check out Frankie's Funhouse. They did not even try to hide the author's fetish. Damn! Now I gotta choose between an actual good game and the author's barely disguised fetish. Damn it! God, you're tempting me now. But yeah, big things coming, trademark, in the next couple months. In fact, I will say right now, I messaged my rigger, and they said that everything should be ready, like, either this week. I think they said by the end of the week, but it might be next week. I'm not sure. But basically, progress is going along smooth, and I am very, very excited to see how my art looks like actually rigged. I can't believe it. I'm just so excited. I'm joy-pilled right now. And, okay. Here, I'm gonna turn down a tiny bit before we get going anyway. So, I mentioned something on Twitter yesterday about how I had, a small announcement. Well, I will give you a hint and say that if you check the widget on my Twitch profile, and if you want to look on there, you might see a little bit of something. I looked on that spreadsheet. There's a spreadsheet that's going around, and it's gone around for a while, that has affiliate and sponsorship opportunities. And I decided to try this out on a whim. I did it half as a joke, I will admit, but I'm proud to say that I am officially a Gamefly affiliate. Hooray! Gamefly! I did not expect it. I applied and I did not expect it. But I officially have a referral link. So basically, I'll send a little link in here. Keep in mind, it may get blocked by uBlock or your app tracker. I promise you it is legit. It is the thing that was specifically sent into my email, It just connects to my affiliate thing. Here. This is gonna look sus as hell. But if you're in the YouTube chat, I went ahead and pasted the link. I promise you it's real, though. You may remember Gamefly from some of those commercials, maybe around the 2000s. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. A little spammy. I'm trying to plug my own shit. You're not allowed. Anyways, you may have seen them ads in the 2000s, and I did not even know until a couple months ago they were still around. But I am very pleasantly surprised. Sorry, I'm trying to ban this dude. Okay, we're good. Yeah, basically, if you order their monthly subscription, sign up for their subscription service, you can get access to a ton of games. And basically the way it works is that you choose which discs you want to rent. This is specifically a rental service. You choose whatever discs you want to rent out. They mail it straight to your door. You play it. You send the CD back when you're done. And it stuck out to me specifically because we're in an age of physical media, especially with the whole Sony situation, where they plan on completely ditching physical media. And even if it's just from a rental service, it's nice to know that the piece of thing you're holding, the piece of game you're holding into your hand is actually yours and not at the whim of a company that can just snatch it to you at any point in time. You don't own your media. And that stinks. But I do earn commission if you sign up. Oh yeah, they also do DVDs. They do DVDs and they do movies. Let's see. There's a standard membership. One rental at a time. You can sign up for a 30-day free trial and then you get charged $19.95 a month. But yeah, I'm not gonna quite I don't know that I'm gonna be quite like, ooh, maybe once in a blue moon. But I want you to know, it's there. I may make a mention or two, because I feel good. Broken making me go on Twitch to see the widget bro you committed. Oh, this is like... Hold on, I need to adjust my dock here. Okay, there we go. I'd like to take a shot at another streamer who likes the king, but we all know who this kid was made for. You know, that guy. Dude, I know the exact streamer that you're talking about. I don't watch her streams, but I'm gonna be honest. She's extremely based for that. My buddy actually has... Oh! He has a Gamefly. Oh, did you see that Sony stocks went down pretty hard after they announced no more discs? I thought they went up, actually. I thought investors were, like, happy about that. Actually, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up before we do anything else. Oh. Okay. That's weird. Okay, this is just from the one-day thing. You go for a month. Yeah, the stocks went up. It's wild. I'm like baffled at this. There are so many people. No, not people. They're investors are not people. So many investors that clap at the opportunity that anybody can get like a single pinch of money. And these are people that make more money than you do in an hour every second. It's wild. Thankfully, they keep getting their Twitters bombarded. Also, something, they don't have any games anyways. Bloody hell, gamers really rolled over and took the boot in their mouth. Nah. I have seen a bunch of vocal backlash still. Nobody's happy about it. Here, actually, let me go on the PlayStation thing. Let's see, I'm going on their last, oh my gosh, hold on, I'm looking at these. Just about... Dude, there's so many of their stuff getting, like, community noted on Twitter. You know, I just remember the days, like, the early E3 thing, where, hold on. Oh, yeah. I think it might have been the Xbox. It might have been the Xbox that it was, but I think they announced like a $5.99 console, which I know is basically the regular price, but like in the 2000s, that's insane. And then at E3, the PlayStation guy came up, and he just said $2.99, and then he walked off, and everyone clapped, and it was amazing. I miss those days. This is why I buy stuff on the PC now. This is why I just use Steam. It's not even worth it. I don't even remember. Well, I'd say that I don't remember the last time I bought something for a console, but I bought Tomodachi. Well, Mother Mime bought me Tomodachi Life for my birthday because I am a child. But other than that, I don't remember the last time before that. Maybe like... It's either Miitopia or Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, whichever one of those came first. Okay. Enough yapping. We have met our mandatory 30 minutes of yapping, so I think it's time. Oh wait, I have to go here to do it. And then I do that. Whee! Oh my gosh. Don't copyright strike me. I gotta, get out of the way, you. I didn't ask for you. This one, oh, yep. It was this one. Yay! Okay. Last time I bought something for console was the collector's edition of Tsukihime remake for the Switch, like 2 years ago. Ooh. What's that game again? Such a chud. Oh! Oh, that's the one that everybody LARPs. Nah, I'm just joking. I don't have much context for it. I know that they turned one of them into a marketable plushie. Okay, actually, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get a drink really, really quick. I'm gonna get a drinky poo, and then I'm gonna come right back. Yeah, don't do anything stupid while I'm gone. I just remembered I have a can of Dr. Pepper over here. It's flat. Anyway. I may LARP many things, but Tight Moon ain't one of them. Hey, you know what? Technically, I'm LARPing as a mime. This is technically LARPing. Alright, anyway. Huzzah! Alright, last time we, destroyed the sanctity of curry. And got our shit curried out. We're only LARPing because mimes don't speak. Dude, exactly. I'm talking way too much. Dr. Pep the Goat. For real. Actually, okay. Controversial, maybe. I like Mr. Pibb more than Dr. Pepper. But they're both good. They're both really good. Why do I look so sad when I take a sip? Hold on, I'm not gonna take a sip. I'm just gonna cover my... I look so sad when I drink. Good evening. Matsman! What's up, dude? Pibb Extra is good. I don't have it too often because I'm gonna be honest, I have the opposite effect. Oh, Megs! It's a family reunion! Pibb Extra is good, but it's a different category. A different category! Never be sad to hydrate. Here, actually, I can't quite do a shout out. Oh my gosh. Mesmin, how could you break my stream like that? How could you make it disconnect like that? How dare you? It said it disconnected and then reconnected again. You're dirty, rotten scoundrel. And I go back and I see Hayami is super blue. Everything's blue. I'm good in D&D right now, and it occurred to me that it's been a while since I checked in. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. I'm glad that you... It's because you took my green. Buddy. Green humor. You don't own comedy, do you? I hope you're having a good time. Tell everybody else I hope they're having a good time too. Okay. But seriously, I need to pop by your streams too. I need to pop by a lot more streams in general. I've been absorbing. Oh my... Wait, I've been yapping for too long. Okay. Okay. It is time for more Higurashi. I need to get with the f***ing program. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about things. Oh, perfect timing. We get a wonderful recap. I will. In the meantime, I'm gonna lurk. Gotta support my favorite mime. Thank you. Oh, Mesmin, by the way, you missed the announcement. Gamefly affiliate link if you want to go on YouTube. Use my code if you want to get Gamefly. Hell yeah. Ah, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. I will be here to haunt your game like a little specter. If you see any eyes staring down at you, that's just Maimu. Alright. Actually, one thing I did want to do. One thing I want to do real quick. This one? I feel like I need to get rid of that. I feel like it's in the way too much. So we're gonna try with just this. Gamefly? What year is it? For real! That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm happy to get the affiliate thing, but for real. I was looking at that Gamefly link and I like some of the features. Oh, yes. Honestly, it does genuinely seem like a good service. And I do get commission. I do get commission if you want to sign up with that link. If you're ever interested. I genuinely do think it is a really good service. If you want to get Switch 2, I'll try it out. Ooh, nice. Well, yeah, go for it. Alright, anyways. We gotta get in character. We have to become a horny incel and get in character. Alright. Might have explained this before, but... Physical education at our school is really just an exercise in disorder. Oh god, we're gonna have to see the frickin' suits again, aren't we? After some random warm-ups, the rest of the time is spent doing whatever. The rest of the time is just spent doing whatever. Yeah, after some random warm-ups, the rest you're free to cause a ruckus or just fall asleep.
よくは知らないけど、教育委員会とかに教育指導要項とかあるだろ?
And more it's Maimu. To figure out, I need to make that coffee extension. See, it played on the desktop audio when I was using that like a little chud. Do one. I need to figure that out. But I hear on my end. I hear the presence of money. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the fiver. Okay, anyways.
何歳ならこれくらいの運動能力はなければいけないみたいなさ。
Bro, there ain't no rules here. This is just chaos.
ケイイチさんが何を言ってるのか難しくてさっぱりですわよ。
Dude, the thing that gets me, dude, she's like, this girl's not even 10 years old and the artist is going out of his way, or her way, whoever's way. Be decided on who's best girl yet. I do really like Rena, but I may have just some bias because of the chapter we were on. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, something fell down, went boom in another room. Yeah, she's a bit of a freak. Dude, for real. Gotta be a freak to give a marshmallow. Yuki tones it way the fuck down in his successor work. Dude. Wild. Absolutely wild. I love the female anatomy lines. Wow. That's not me endorsing this in particular. Art. I forgot her boobs just like wish in.
先生の授業の進め方のルールみたいなものなの。
Her boobs are just up in the air. I shouldn't have to perceive this. You know, last chapter I got the Saida out, but Saida's dead. Do I even bother? Is this my life? Lotion man? Do I use you? I think I might be okay.
僕たちはケイイチが思ってるよりも運動神経はいいのです。
Come to think of it, they might be right. They all lined up for a race. There was a good chance I'd finish dead last if I didn't start out well. You don't get it, Maimu. She's a really good sportsman. Oh man. Let's just pray that what a brutal penalty game is at stake. The 100-meter dash isn't a club activity.
ではそういうことで、俺はテレビの見過ぎで実に素敵に眠い。睡眠時間の補給をさせてもらうぜ。空腹絶頂の4次元目。今寝ずにいつ寝るよ。
As I began to sprawl out on top of a pipe, Mion grabbed me by the collar.
ちまさかおとなしく眠らせてもらえると思ってる？
その顔で言われたら、おとなしく寝る方が勇気がいる。
Wait, oh my gosh, they got like the frickin' Lego look. You can see the outline of... You can see the outline of her glutes going in. Bro, freaky ass. Good grief. That's what I'm saying. Which means it's going to start again. Why is Mion rolling her sleeves up on a short sleeve shirt? Good question.
このまま井戸端会議でチャイムを待つなんて、熱き血潮のたぎった私たちには無理だよね。部活タイム、行ってみよっか。
Hey, more club stuff.
案の定来やがったな。今日のゲームは何だ？
Now that this is happening, taking a nap is impossible. Not just that. Sleep-deprived head of mine, I'm as good as mincemeat. That's not a good thing. I have to get my brain into gear.
レナはそれより今日の罰ゲームは何かなの方が先だと思うな。
レナは分かってるね。
I'm scared.
今日も
I'm always scared, but I'm scared. Began to announce the cruel penalty game with a grand spinning flourish. But before she could do that...
ごめんなさいです。
Oh,
僕はちょっとやりたいことがありますです。
ah. Of all people, it was Nika-chan announcing her non-participation. Even rare events do eventually occur. Losing her timing, Yon spun like a top as she tumbled to the ground. Knock knock.
あれれれれれれれれれ。何？どうしたの？今日は調子悪いの？
I love the genuine
そう
concern.
か。みーちゃん、綿流しの練習だよ。
I find it hard to get invested in the characters considering how violent the anime was. That's the thing. It's very, very, very slow burn. And honestly, I can kind of understand. There's like a lot that happens in these chapters before you get into like, I guess, quote unquote, the good stuff. And I understand, I guess that's like the only complaint that I do sort of have. I understand the point of it though. That's because the anime was, yeah, true. This is like, dude, 3 chapters in, this is like 4, 5 or 6 hours of gameplay, and you don't even get to like the violent, scary horror stuff. But I do understand, I feel like it's kind of supposed to emphasize the friendship and the bonds going on. And I understand that that's supposed to make you feel a bit more for the characters when something does happen. Like, it's more impactful when Ren is swinging at you with an axe. Like, would it be more impactful if you had all that stuff before? Or if you just had, like, one thing and then really got kicked, like, full in the ass into this? I get it. I empathize. Like, there's a guy who's kind of important to only shows up for 1 episode in the anime, and it makes things kind of confusing. Is it the other guy? The other guy with the baseball bat? Oh, wait, speaking of things actually happening. Ooh, Watanagashi's coming back.
そうですわよ。
Now we're getting into it. We're getting our little dangle. We're like a little fishy.
今度の日曜日ですもの。リカは猛特訓中なのですわよ。
I just realized the other guy isn't here this time. Which means somebody else is probably gonna die. I ain't saying who it is, we gotta go through this journey first. It's hard.
最近は頑張りすぎてお腕が痛いのです。
そっか。じゃあ仕方ないな。全員揃わないなら仕方ない。今日は各人のんびりしようかね。
ご
Yay!
めんなさいなのです。でも頑張りますですよ。
I just realized the shirt is too big for Rika-chan. But she specifically folded up so that they'd still have to see the panty line. Mean! Mean!
頑張ってね。レナたちも応援してるからね。
Mion announced that today's club activity was cancelled. Chan and Satoko headed off behind the school building. Satoko too, yeah. Only I was left alone, completely clueless as to what everybody was talking about.
一体何なんだ？
And now, we have the power of dramatic irony. Which means I'm really wondering how they're gonna handle it, considering that we, as an audience member, already experienced it the first time.
リカちゃんは何か大会前とかで特訓をしてるのか？
リカちゃんは綿流しの巫女さんだから奉納の演舞をすることになっててね。
Yeah, don't look into some of the extra material for this game, you'll have a good time. Oh no.
その練習なの。
順を追って説明してくれ。まず綿流しってなんだ？次に巫女さんってなんだ？最後に奉納演舞ってなんだ？
Watanagashi is a festival, Shrine Maiden means she's maiden for the festival, and the ritual dance is what she does at the festival.
あれ？ケイちゃん家には回覧板とか行ってない？書いてなかった？今度の日曜に綿流しのお祭りがあるって。
Huh? Come to think of it, I have a feeling Mom did say something about it during dinner the other day.
綿流しはね、毎年6月の日曜日に神社でやるお祭りなの。とっても賑わうんだよ。
なるほどな。しかし綿流しってのは変わった名称だな。あれか？灯籠流しみたいに何かを供養して川に流すのか？
They are actually slightly condensing it properly while reminding the audience. I'm impressed. Okay, I accept.
さすがはケイちゃん、察しがいいね。綿流しはね、名前の通り綿を流すんだよ。
綿ってのはね、お布団や斑点なんかの綿のことなの。だからお布団の供養になるのかな。祭壇にも布団を積み上げているし。
Futons.
ご先祖様とか戦没者とか針とか包丁とかの供養ってのは聞いたことあるけど、布団の供養ってのは初耳だな。
Alas, futons.
どんな言われがあるんだ？
Mion tilted her head pensively.
言われなんてほど難しいのはないと思うな。
Oh, you don't think so. You don't think so. You of all people don't think
こ
so.
の辺って冬の寒さはかなり厳しいからね。布団とか斑点とかの防寒具を特に大切にしたからじゃないかな。
You guess.
ああ、なるほどな。つまり冬の間お世話になった布団に感謝しようってわけだ。で、巫女さんが供養をして最後に川に流すわけか。それが綿流しってわけだろ。
Mion and Rena indicated that I had the correct answer with a round of applause. Yay.
でねでね。その供養をする巫女さんの役がリカちゃんなの。
Yay.
へえ、リカちゃんが巫女なんだ。言われてみればリカちゃんってどことなく神秘的な雰囲気あるよな。
Leave the green one alone. She's only 14 years old. Oh, I know. She's only 14 years old. You know, 14-year-olds don't grab people and beat them with baseball bats and inject them with needles and possibly ripping fingernails, but we'll get there when we get there. I don't remember how old she is. She's something teen years old.
だよねだよね。リカちゃんの巫女さん姿ってね、はうかわいいんだよ。
Certainly does seem like it would suit her. Yeah, it might be
よう
cute.
やく話が見えてきたぞ。リカちゃんの言う特訓ってのはこの巫女さん役の練習なわけだな。
Yeah, casual beatings.
そういうこと。巫女さんが布団をお祓いする一連のセレモニーを奉納演舞って呼ぶんだけどね。
What do you mean, Maimu? We do that all the time with a person to fall asleep for sleep. Dude, yeah. No, you know what? It must be a guy thing. You know, the girls, they have pillow fights, they paint their nails, they tell stories about boys. And then when men are at the sleepover, then they inject themselves with drugs that make you scratch at your throat, and then they all die. Just guy stuff.
それの練習なんだよ。結構大変なんだな、これが。
巫女さんはね、祭事用の大きなクワを持って演舞をするんだけど、それがね、リカちゃんにはすっごく重いらしいの。
How did you just call me?
リカちゃんってちっちゃいもんな。その重いクワってどのくらい重いんだ？
Bitch, do not talk about my weight.
かなり重いらしいよ。リカちゃんは餅つき用のキネで練習してるくらいだから。
Yikes. Wait a minute. It's way too heavy. What about Rika-chan? That'd be rough even for me.
祭事用の神聖なクワだからね。間違って落としちゃったら大変らしいし。
I like to imagine her going up there and just stubbing her toe.
まあ、年に一度のお務めだからね。私たちは陰ながら応援するしかないね。大丈夫。去年もちゃんとやり遂げたんだから。
そっか。じゃあさ、せめて応援してやろうぜ。それくらいならいいだろう。
I was rather curious about exactly how she practiced. Mion laughed as she shook her head.
ほっといてあげなよ。ケイちゃんが来たら、リカちゃんは可愛くなっちゃうから、特訓ができなくなるよ。
Yeah, that's the reason why. Hmm? Didn't quite understand what Mion was saying.
リカちゃんはね、努力とかそういうのを人に見せるのが好きじゃないの。
See, with the dramatic irony I have, I now know that they are all a bunch of sneaky little bitches and I don't trust them. Nah.
そっとしておいてあげて。
Even the always cool and aloof Rika-chan had times where she sweats while giving it her all. Besides, she was always so well put together. She didn't want people to see an ungainly side of her. It's not like I couldn't understand that feeling.
俺にできるのは成功を祈ることだけってことか。頑張れ！
Eh.
応援してるから！
Well then, I climbed up onto the pipe and plopped down on my side. You don't trust your friends,
リカちゃん！
bro.
さらに応援の電波を高めるため、これより瞑想状態に入る。
結局寝るわけか。
The lackadaisical noontime ended up giving way too mind-numbingly. We have classes in the afternoon. Rebounding from yesterday's hunger, I ate too much for lunch today, leaving me in a horrible condition.
さすがに食いすぎた。
Me when I eat the Wendy's Baconator.
午後の授業は答える。
ケイチくん、今日はなんだかすごい食欲だったもんね。
基本的にいつも大食いだけどさ、今日はなんか格別だったね。
Ogre cap levels of...
昨日は俺昼飯抜きだったろ。
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button.
そのひもじさが染みついちゃってさ。今度は逆にいくら食っても食欲が底なしっていうか。
You gonna mention the bento box? Still think Mion's fit is the best among the kids. I like Mion's energy a lot. Like, genuinely her personality outside of the whole, you know, other stuff.
わかるよわかるよ。
I mean, do you guys have a word?
ケイちゃんってさ、いつもお弁当きれいに食べるよね。
Daddy McFat Fat. Anyways, is there like a type of dairy where like there's a young girl that like talks like she's an old man? I don't know, somebody like Mion or Nice Nature. This has to be a specific type of dairy.
ご飯一粒も残さないっていうか。
Chill.
食べ物ってのは作ってくれた人に感謝して食べるもんだぜ。残したら苦労して作ってくれた人に失礼だろ。
Hearing that, Mion's eyes momentarily widened in surprise, followed by a cool laugh.
ケイちゃんってさ、ぱっと見ワイルドでいい加減そうなんだけど、結構律儀だよね。しつけがいいというか。
Hmm.
あ、うん、それはレナも思うな。ケイチくんって見かけよりずっと優しい人だよ。
Both of them were probably trying to compliment me, but I had a strange feeling I wasn't being complimented at all.
そんなことないって。見かけと中身は大違いってそう言いたいんだよ。
それが褒めてねって言ってんだよ。
こら、
Oh god.
園崎さん、前原くん、授業中ですよ。園崎さんはどこまで進みましたか？ノートを持ってきてください。
Startled, Mion vocalized a rather easy to understand utterance. So enthralled in the conversation, she had stopped working completely.
まあそこそこに。さっきから全然進んでないじゃないですか。最上級生なんだからもっとしっかりしないといけませんよ。
Oh, so she is old. Mion looks like she's getting lectured. Can't find the name of the trope. I only saw Lolita and Lollibaba. Lollibaba? Bastard.
人は見かけに乗らないっていうことだね。むしろ見かけとは逆がまことかもしれないよ。
面白いこと言うじゃねえか。
Why did my OBS keep... Does he keep disconnecting? Why does it not like me?
すごい甘えん坊でいつも。
Is everything working okay? You tell me if it wasn't working okay, right? Is everything alright? I think everything's alright. Oh, I think we're good. I think. Strong think.
さとこちゃんには内緒ね。
I'm scared.
サトコが甘えん坊？
For Satoko to play coy. I think that would have to be some part of some calculated plot. You're still after me, but I think it's where I kept having this is the second time I had this thing pop up where OBS was disconnected and went back again. Even if she was to hide behind someone, I wouldn't think it was because she was attached to them. But since it came up, I tried to imagine gentle and coquettish Satoko. Oh.
おい、サトコ。
なんですの、お兄様。
Stop! Stop, fuck you! Satoko smiled cutely and walked towards me. By the way, for every 3 steps forward Satoko took, for some reason I took 3 steps away.
お兄様、なんで逃げますの？
すまん、サトコ。お前が愛想笑いして近づいてくると、何かの罠のような気がするんだよ。
ひどいですわ。お兄様の意地悪。
This man is pathetic.
ごめん、 別に悪気があったわけじゃないんだ。
The weeping Satoko came closer to me. I'm a sucker for tears. Click. Clank. A bear trap? Thank you. Thank you, Lord. My leg was being clamped down on by jagged metal teeth.
かかりましたわね。
Hands get me every time. What, you making fun of their amorphous blob hands? Also, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
続けていきますわよ。
Satoko raised her right arm triumphantly, and traps began to trigger one after another. Suddenly, the wall sprang forward, throwing me 3 blocks away. Towards me. On top of that, in the direction the ball would knock me, was a giant guillotine.
よくわかんないけど、ケイチ君、今すっごく突拍子もない想像してなかった？
Not gonna lie. Just popping in to say I'm proud of— Thank you! Heck, man! I'm proud of you for making it through life. Thank
いや
you!
別に全然してないぞ。
嘘だ。トゲ付き鉄球に潰されるって顔してたよ。
Oddly specific, but okay. How could my expression convey what I was thinking like that?
すまん。塩らしい聡子の想像ってのはかなり無理がある。今度体調がいい時に再トライしてみるよ。
Next, I looked over at Rika-chan, who was working diligently on some kanji drills. In contrast, you'll take my love and affection, or else. How dare you? Well, you'll take mine too. Too bad. In contrast, Satoko, default state was meek and gentle. If Rika-chan came to me saying, "Oni-sama," I'd hug her. Tightly. I could get used to that. I want to kick this guy in the dick.
ケイチ君よだれ。
I really want to kick this guy in the dick.
あ、ごめんごめん。じゃあリカちゃんはどうだよ。あれも見かけによらないってのかよ。
Saying that out loud, I felt a tinge of doubt. Never doubt anything you think. Is Rika-chan really all sweet? Despite her appearance, she really was quite sly. Sweetly, how do you put it? Evading things deftly?
確かにリカちゃんはただ可愛いだけじゃない気がするな。確かに見かけによらないぞ。
Couldn't put exactly what I was imagining into words. But Rena managed to say what I wanted to. Turned to me with an impish look in her eyes, like she was saying, "Aw, you shouldn't say something like that."
リカちゃんはきっと大きくなったらね、すっごい美人になって男の人を振り回す
Girl,
小悪魔のような女性になるんじゃないかなって思うんだ。
chill, maybe.
そういうのかっこよくない？
Rena said that lightheartedly, but I, as a man, scary part about that was that it felt like it could be true. Noticing my gaze, Rika-chan turned towards me and let loose with an angelic smile. Both Rena and I, feeling as if this was directed towards us personally, had our hearts skip a beat. Creepy.
はあ、かわいいね、かわいいね。
I think you should draw Keiichi crying in your next drawing stream. Dude, I draw my Uma, and I draw Keiichi crying as a little warm-up. Perfect.
話。
Appearances can be deceiving, huh? Well then, what about our dear leader Mion? Oh, Bubby, you have no idea. Stared at her as she tried to weasel her way out of her scolding by the teacher. By Rena's theory, that unrefined, calculating, conniving Mion also had a side of her that belied appearances.
じゃあなんだよ。あのミオンも見かけによらず、実はいいやつだって言いたいのかよ。
みーちゃんはいい人だよ。
あ、まあそりゃそうだけどさ。そういう意味じゃなくて、その。
ケイチくんの言いたい意味。わかるよ。
I'm still biased towards her, to be honest. I want to squish her cheeks. Catching on that I was struggling to express my feelings as words, Rena smiled even more brightly.
わかるって何がだよ。
みーちゃんって不思議でしょ。
Oh, are we getting into it?
女の子なんだけど、男の子みたいっていうか。
Never mind, she's just she's a tomboy. That's right. Mion was more than aware she was a girl. It was exactly as Rena said. When Mion livened up the mood, it wasn't as though she felt like a guy or a girl specifically, but a friend of the same gender. Woke? Higurashi's woke?
あいつが男だったら、きっと意気投合するだろうな。ってそりゃ今と同じか。ははは。
でもね、そんなみーちゃんも本当はすっごく女の子らしいんだよ。
レナ、お前ミオンにいくらもらったんだよ。
違うの。
You want to? I don't know.
もうちゃんとした話をしてるんだよ。だよ。
Rena began to pout. Oh, probably wasn't the right time to joke around.
みーちゃんは部活の部長さんだからみんなのリーダーとして頑張ってるけど、本当はとってもそれ特にケイチ君には忘れてほしくないの。
Very cute girl, I really don't want you to forget that kid. Rena's gaze focused off in the distance, beyond where Mion was. Mion that I met at Age of Mort was unimaginably different compared to the Mion that I normally knew. Flustered and hesitant from the unfamiliar job. No bots, dude, for real. Bitty Buggy Goober. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, there is like no end. How are you doing? Right, I keep shuffling through things. I'm just... It's a far cry from the brash and confident Mion. Even though she had to hurry to work, she went through all the trouble to bring me food while I was on the brink of starvation. And she did so not as Mion, but as Shion. Okay, we know he's a bag of rocks, but I'm just gonna roll with it at this point. What exactly was Shion to Mion? That's a question I want to know. What a person was Mion exactly?
多分ケイチ君には想像つかないと思うな。
As if to say it was our little secret, Anna held her finger up to her lips as she giggled. Mion, finally free from the teacher's preaching, turned to her seat, fiddling her head to hide her embarrassment.
おじさんはね、人生に必要な勉強は小学校までで十分だと思ってんだよ。
Based. Especially in this economy. Saying that, she plops down into her seat violently. Mion was actually really feminine. Hey. I wonder if I can meet Shion again. I wanted to talk to her again. Clang, clang. Principal waved around the bell that served as the school chime. The teacher rushed back to the blackboard and began to list everybody's homework assignments.
今日は宿題が結構出そうだね。頑張らないと。
じゃあさ、レナもってことか？
かな。
Oh,
人は見かけによらないって話。
oh god. Yeah. Okay. We're inching a little closer now, because
レナもってことになるのか？
buddy, you have no idea. Don't open that can of worms.
えケイチ君にはレナのことどう見えるかなかな。
Right out of you good that I knew. Sometimes took things too far, but was generally a kind and gentle, ideal girl. She is messed up. You cannot fix her.
本当に本当に
Yes, really. 本当。
だったら嬉しいかな。
She was the opposite of what she seemed. Make her.
逆なのだとしたら？
Just try saying it. Don't be mad. That's what I felt she meant.
レナは
レナは
逆になってもレナだよ。だろ？
Hmm. This question shouldn't have been so nerve-wracking to answer. It was because the person in question was staring at me, but in saying that took a strange amount of effort. Keiji, she likes Colonel Sanders. Forgot about Colonel Sanders. Need to put him in one of my thumbnails.
ずるいな、ケイチ君。そんな言い方されちゃったら気になっちゃうよ。はお。
Perhaps unable to endure my silence, Rena's face began to burn red with embarrassment.
レナケイちゃん帰ろ帰ろ。
Mion walked over and started getting ready to go home. Whenever school is over, she really does get noticeably more energetic. It's the same relaxing walk home as always. Digging around my pockets on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing.
どうしたのケイちゃん。
いつも持ってるはずのうちの鍵がないんだよ。
Dummy.
参ったな。どこにやっちゃったかな。親はいるから今日はいいけど、まずいよな。
それは困るね。忘れてきたの？
I feel like this is gonna have horrible consequences.
それとも落としちゃったのかな？
Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Huh?
ケイちゃん、その鍵の特徴は？
うん、キーホルダーがついてる。
No.
昔夏休みの宿題で作らされたやつで、青いオットセイなんだよ。
あれ？目をつぶった感じでお昼寝してるみたいなやつ？
Did she snatch it?
なんで知ってるんだよ。そうそう、それだよ。
Neon looked away and began to whistle.
さ、おとといケイちゃん、エンジェルモートに食事に行ったでしょ。
Oh?
その晩さ、お店で鍵の落とし物があったんだよ。
Oh?
それにオットセイのキーホルダーがついてた。
She said that. She suddenly grew flustered. And added that Shion had told her about it.
あの時に落としちゃったのか。
でも見つかってよかったね。お店がきっと預かってくれてるよ。
そうだね。行ってみなよ。
I'm heading to bed, Maimu. I hope you have a good rest of your night. You have a good rest of your night, too. I hope you have sweet dreams. Wonderful sweet dreams of, something. I don't know. Nice stuff. Have dreams about burgers.
シオンの顔、私と同じだからわかるでしょ。
This was a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. Likely story, Mion. I bet you Kryptos just took it while Keiichi was I'll dream of mimes. Yeah, you get like your own little silent movie. It'll be perfect. Also had to thank her for the bento from yesterday. I have Higurashi dreams. Oh god, no. It'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be just fine. Besides, taking some time and chatting with the other side of Mion might be interesting. Half jokingly, I began to think about things like this.
そうだな。エンジェルモートだっけ？シオンの店に行って鍵を返してもらって、ついでにお茶でも飲んで優雅に過ごすってのも悪くないな。
なんだか英国紳士みたいだね。
Nice spot of
ケイちゃん
tea.
には似合わないかも。
ひょっとしてそのお店かな。みーちゃんの妹の働いてるお店は。
ああ、なんならレナも一緒に行くか？
ちょっと残念だけど、今日はお父さんと約束があるから。
I don't trust
ま
her.
たの機会にするね。
I don't trust her parents. They seem pretty disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity.
双子だそうだけど、そんなにそっくりなのかな。間違えるくらい？
あ
Yeah.
あ、そっくりだ。外見だけはそっくりだ。中身はミオンと違っておしとやかで実に可愛らしいのにな。
In response to my teasing, Mion pouted and began to argue with me. I couldn't help but burst out laughing at Mion's little farce. After all, they weren't just identical. They were the same person. Ugh. Keep dreaming, buddy. After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. I was thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. I will say, I prefer this over him going with his dad. I want to think about that. Shion. A name for a different kind of Mion. He was a mysterious and ridiculous person. And she'd fooled everyone like that. I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be that I was looking forward to meeting Shion? I felt a sense of giddy anticipation, like I was headed toward a new friend's house for the first time. What Rena said about Mion actually being really feminine sprang to my mind once again. Guilt from spying on another side of Mion, self-consciousness from being the only one that knew about that side. Feelings mixed together. Shion for you. Mion's little twin sister. Well, she felt like coming out and admitting she was Mion. It's fine to just call her Shion, right? Almost there. Mion might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different persona. As I reached the top of the steep hill, the horizon expanded before me. I was almost at the station. The last time I was embarrassed since I was here with Dad. This time, I was alone. I was strangely self-conscious about it. Meet Shion, get my key back. That was all this task was supposed to be. I dawdled around like this. Maybe Shion would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing, Keiichi Maebara? Just here to get your pee back, you know? Not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. Thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess. Uh-oh, he's having boy thoughts. I still get their names mixed up. I just wing it and usually I'm right. Yeah, I mean, hey, 50-50. I came to the realization that I was downright giddy. That's why, just a bit. Just a tiny little bit. Got a little carried away and did something really stupid. Really? Keiichi doing stupid shit? No. I kicked over a Scottish Tom! What's up, dude? How's it going? How are you doing? I hope you're having a good evening right now. I kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk. Do you not know the trope? Do you not know what happens? It was in the way, sure. There was absolutely no need for me to kick it. Definitely think I got too carried away. It's good. How are you? I'm doing good. I hope you're having a chill evening. We are reading Higurashi, and somebody's gonna get his ass kicked, maybe. Clunk clank. Crash. The 3 bikes toppled one after another like dominoes. The loud noise they caused snapped me back to my senses. Oh, nice. What's Nagashi? Yeah! Hey, Peasant 106. How's it going? I read through chapter 1. Obviously, no spoilers, please. But I'm having a fun time right now. I'm enjoying this. And that's what you get. The owners of those 3 bikes were right there. They looked exactly like what you'd call thugs up to no good. I won't spoil, but Higurashi's a good series. I'm enjoying it. Have a good week. You have a good week, too. I'm really enjoying it. I will admit, I do know the Mion and Shion thing. I don't know much else. I know that he's gonna get his ass kicked. They lifted their heads up in an imposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I had never heard before. Goodbye. Good night. Have some good rest. Or a good morning. I don't know where you are, but have a good time. The 3 of them beelined towards me, the worn-down heels of their thin-soled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only stare listlessly, as if I were watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized it, I had been grabbed by the collar and lifted onto my tippy toes. That is some insane way to talk. You knocked them over, didn't ya? Dude. The 3 thugs were completely ignoring the rules of grammar. Excuse you. The way they spoke was enough to make me tremble. Megs, I see you there. Just like that, my composure drained away. My legs buckled, and my throat grew dry enough to crack. Yeah. I was completely at fault, so there was nothing I could say in my defense. As a result, I was pulled even higher. This is your goddamn fault. The 3 of them continued to yell at me. I had no idea what each of them were saying. Getting further enraged, and I was only listening while dumbstruck. I grabbed an empty plastic crate from a nearby store and began to... okay. He smashed it against the telephone pole. Cracks formed in the crate, plastic shards flying everywhere. Don't. Then they slammed it full force into the shuttered storefront. Smash. Smash. The shutter let out a frighteningly loud noise. Oh dear God. Still not satisfied, they flipped over a case of... Nacho! Nacho! How's it going, guys? Look. Follow Nacho. He's my friend. Thank you for bullying me. I'm actually kind of scared. Keiichi made smashing your mom. How dare you? Our protagonist has made the horrible choice of knocking over the motorcycles of a bunch of thugs. And I think now we're paying for the consequences. How are you doing, Nacho? How's it going? This was not normal. You're telling me? It was something you saw often on television or in manga, but I never thought seeing it in person would be this terrifying. I think you just came in at the good part. I became painfully aware that the safety of civilized society was only held up by such a frail concept as morals. Morals. Knees clattered together noisily. Static began to pepper my vision. This is what you call... This is what you would call absolute terror. I knew router's trapped in my package room because it... Dude, no! There's nothing I could do to stop this frightening spectacle of violence. Dude, that sucks! I'd only pray for help. The fear I felt was just too much. Somebody help me? Is there gonna be a superhero to save the day? My gaze floundered about the surrounding area. Surrounded by these 3 hoodlums. No way would there be a passerby brave enough to intervene. This was what you call reaping what you sow. If I were a passerby, there'd be no doubt that I'd ignore what was going on. So, this was somewhat of a cosmic retribution. Homelander shows up. Okay, we're gonna die early, I guess. Angry yelling loud enough to rattle my eardrums spewed forth right in front of my face. You know how the busts on the women here are super emphasized? Yeah. Yeah. Homelander. My waning consciousness was forcefully dragged back to the forefront. Hug had cocked back his free hand and twisted his body when suddenly a metallic taste filtered through the back of my throat. Chill ran down my spine like a jolt of electricity. Seeing what was going to happen next, I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible and grit my teeth. Homelander!
やかましいよクソボケどもが。
Homelander! I'm glad that the HRT is going well for you. Or are you using the manga art style over the OG? I wanted to use the original one as close as possible. I'm picky and like having the most authentic experience possible. Oh, manga gamer. I used the 07th bot that's online. Something I noticed in the PS3 sprites is that they added tight waists. Homelander has a sexy voice now. Jay's not 18, I think?
私の目の黒いうちにうせな。
Is that Shion? That voice was a short distance away. Still holding me by the collar, the 3 thugs spun around to look behind them. Oh, she looks pretty. That's the worst part. She look. Oh man, I'm gonna squish her. Standing there was Shion. I mean, Mion. She stood there displaying an imposing stature that I'd never seen before. Dope OG sprites. I love it. There's a bunch of charm in it. I love it. She didn't have the same look on her face as she did when we were playing around during club. Is there booba figure in the game? Bro. Dude, go back and watch the VOD when you get a chance. You should see the gym outfits. It is insane. Those were the eyes that would instill fear in anyone that would look upon them. Eyes of a raptor. Dinosaurs. Like, I only noticed because there's a front-facing sprite and the shoulders are broader than the waist. Oh my gosh. The epitome of terror. At the same time, they're the most reassuring things in the world.
もう一度だけ言うよ。ケイちゃん話してとっととうせな。
Pulling out my opera glasses for this one. Mion, without an ounce of fear, laid down her ultimatum. Of course, there was no way these 3 wouldn't go absolutely berserk. The situation instantly turned explosively dangerous. Stop it, Mion. These guys are like rabid dogs. No amount of bluffing will work.
Mion, 危ないから早く。
I knew what I was saying was pathetic, but I couldn't let Mion get involved in this. matter how you looked at it, Mion was only bluffing. But you don't even know the meaning of the word bluff? But it's butthurt. It's bitchy. However, the reason behind everything soon became apparent. Slowly increasing in number. Little by little. Uh-oh. Okay, so ponytail is Shion and hair down is Mion. Hair down is Shion. He's just thinking Shion is Mion right now. Hair down and the ribbon in the hair is Shion. And then ponytail's Mion. First, it's only businessmen on the way home stopping to take a look. There's two of them! Two whole nacho! Two whole nacho! Then, it was housewives in the middle of shopping taking a gander. Next, what seemed like the owner of some store showed up. It was pretty clear he wasn't just looking. Around Mion, there was already about 7 people gathered. How different than people coming out to support a friend. And with the old switcheroo, hell yeah. I had to say why. It was because the group that gathered was diverse in age and gender. Put DEI, my damn Higurashi. The 3 thugs seemed to slowly realize that there was something strange about the situation. Behind them, at some point 4 more people with differing clothes and ages have gathered. Ichi being an idiot and getting confused does not help me remember. Well, don't trust anything Keiichi says. Girl who looked to be in middle school. Man wearing a bakery apron. An old lady in a house cleaning smock. More and more. Full of various ages. Gazes comparable to Mion's, or of hostility. Intimidation. Before I realized it, over 10 people had formed a ring around us. That moment, 5 elementary schoolers ran in and joined the circle. Bro, we're getting transported to hell. Dude. There were some familiar faces. Some of her classmates. And these people were residents of Hinamizawa. More and more people from Hinamizawa gathered around. Obvious contrast. The residents of Okinomiya were passing by as quickly as possible. Surrounding us, it suddenly swelled to around 20 people. What is going on? Completely encircled, faces of the thugs began to show the first signs of panic. I want to get beat up by a breaker, but he has to be French and beat me to death with a baguette while yelling, "Oh no!" I mean, you know what? If I get a mustache and an apron, I can totally do it. Why am I beating up my friends? Nobody spoke a word, Mion included. That made everything completely unnatural, and depending on which side you were on, completely terrifying. The thugs' voices echoed out like they were screaming. Somebody took a step forward, closing the gap between them. Everybody else took a step forward, shrinking the circle. Hoodlums went pale as they were pushed together, back to back, while still yelling angrily. Trying to string together vulgarities, but for some reason it sounded like they were crying out for help. Sudden. Solidly built officer cut his way through the crowd. At some point, 2 police cars had arrived. Some passerby had undoubtedly called for them. Several burly officers appeared from inside the second vehicle. Oh, really? But when we're clawing our throat out, there's nobody around.
おまわりさん、いいところに来ました。恐喝の現行犯です。捕まえてください。
んだこれ。気が悪いったら。
Neon, returning to her usual self, was nonchalantly pointing out the hoodlums to the police. Bro, you were in a fuck-ass town with fuck-ass people. Of course the thugs were furious. Now that it had come to this, there was nothing they could do. It's their loss.
わかったからわかったから。ちょっとおいで。いいからいいから。
The officers handcuffed the thugs and dragged them towards the patrol cars.
んだよ。話せよ。俺らが被害者なんだよ。
Don't get it, Maimu. Nobody gave a fuck about Kishi. This time it included a... True. Nobody cared until Shion came around. No matter how much of a ruckus they caused, the officers paid no heed. In the blink of an eye, crammed inside the two vehicles. They could still be heard yelling while inside the police cars. What they were saying was no longer intelligible.
大丈夫ですか?
Yo! This is me doing that soy jack pointing meme. I'll do that with Lotion Man here. Yo! That is my man! That is my man! Fate has brought us together once more. Oh, I could hold you. Oshi!
お怪我ありませんか?
He was probably a detective. The man leading the police peered at my face.
いえ、別に。
それは不幸中の幸いでした。では、良いお年を。
Portly man, after taking a quick look around, addressed the crowd.
市民の皆さんの迅速な通報に感謝します。住民の皆さんの連帯のおかげで、今日も町の平穏が保たれています。
This is the part where everyone claps.
素晴らしいことです。
お仕事ご苦労様です。大石刑事殿。
If I do remember, apparently it wasn't elaborated on last chapter, but I know that Mion did not like Oishi for some reason. At least it was very heavily implied. In fact, she's actually respecting him.
住民を代表して日頃の公務に感謝いたします。
Good on her for supporting her local police.
一家の刑事がわざわざこんなところまでおいでくださるとは光栄の極みです。
When Shion talked, didn't have a very pleasant tone. Oh, really?
偶然ですよ。県警の帰り道に無線連絡が入りましてね。寄り道したわけです。
But does she not?
お仕事頑張ってください。今後のご活躍を切に祈っております。
いえいえ。でも、怪我人が出なくて本当に良かったです。
I feel like if this kept going, we would have a bunch of people being horribly... She doesn't like... Shion... I know Mion didn't like Oishi. Shion...
大石さん、オーケーっす。行きましょう。
ではでは、良いお年を。
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Shion.
失礼。道を開けてもらえますかな。
Both twins don't like Oishi, I think. The detective named Oishi, after jovially making pleasantries, lumbered over to the waiting police car. I know the reason, I don't know if I should say why, though. Nah. Nah, keep it a surprise, I want to figure it out. It quickly set off, disappearing down the city street. It was over so quickly. So quickly I was dumbstruck. I didn't even get to ask the officer what was going on. It's like they came here quickly to disperse the mob before any trouble could start. I didn't even think about that. After making sure the police cars had left, Mion snapped her fingers sharply.
おっしゃ、一丁上がりだね。
She already has a thing where he's trying to investigate Hinamizawa. I understand if he could have used that as a ploy to keep the crowd under control.
おととい来やがれっての。
That's the signal. Tension melted away in an instant as everybody began smiling. And everyone clapped. A middle-aged man helped me up.
大丈夫かい前原の坊や。今度からは喧嘩は相手を選んでやりな。
別に喧嘩ってわけじゃ。
You're not questioning why that man knows your name.
怪我とかしてない？頭とかぶつけてるならレントゲンを取っておいた方がいいわよ。
Okay, chill. Older lady I didn't know the name of was concerned about my injury.
たまたま駅前で人通りの多い時間だったからこれだけ集まれたけど、次からは気をつけるんだよ。最近の町もんは物騒なんだから。はあ、まったく。
I was even warned by the old lady in the smock. Neon finished applauding the dispersing group for their efforts. Everybody did clap. She strode over to me.
いやいや、ケイちゃんもやるじゃない。でも私も相手を選んだ方がいいと思いますけどね。
サンキューな、ミオ。助かったよ。
Saved her bacon.
だから私、シオン。
She made a troubled expression as she turned her gaze downward, blushing in embarrassment.
お姉に聞いてますよ。オットセイの鍵。あれ、ケイちゃんのですって？
あ、うん、そうだった。これからお店に行こうとしてたんだった。
それで浮かれてて、あんな変なのに絡まれちゃってたんですか？
Now it was my turn for my face to go red. I didn't want to admit. She was spot on.
まあ、ついてなかったよ。
Yeah, me when I get so hyped about shit, I kick motorcycles.
でも、シオンのおかげで助かった。
お礼はいらないですよ。だから、ケイちゃんも他の人がいじめられてるのを見つけたら、きっと助けてあげてください。
Yeah, boys, stop bullying.
私たち、そういうのをとても大切にするから。
I was well versed in that sense of camaraderie. But the way I was rescued just now, something seemed a little off about that. While I was helped out, it was honestly to an almost disturbing degree.
お店来ますよね。疲れちゃっただろうから一服しません？おごりますよ。
Seems that she caught the glimmer of suspicion in my eye. But waiting for my answer, Shion began walking. Yay! Yay! Okay, restaurant time. After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little, I realized I was still on edge. Think you would not forget that. There were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I'd been so stiff with nervousness. Gion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee. He was ready to see the uniform hold on, show the uniform.
はいこれ、おごりのアイスコーヒー。
Nah, you know what? Hold on, I'm showing this to Nacho. Fuck ass fit. Insane.
レジでこのチケット渡せば無料になりますからね。
My patheticness really knew no bounds. It's worse than the manga gamer art style because they give all the girls big. Dude, why? Why do we need bigger boobs? If you switch, you'll see what I mean. I don't know if I can switch from here. There you go. Oh, I just realized it gives me the... Dude, it gives you the background music name and it gives you a YouTube thing you can open. That's cool. My patheticness really knew no bounds. Since she went through the trouble, might as well take her up on the offer. Though it started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. I'd completely ruined it. I'm telling you, bro, she's for real. P is to switch the sprites. Oh, I have to P to switch it. Okay, there's console. She's gonna look bad. Remake. This looks too detailed. It scares me. No, but I do see what you mean, though. Oh, God. I don't... This feels unnatural. Is it the remake one that's the manga gamer?
でも本当にさ、さっきのは助かったよ。
Remake is manga gamer. Yeah. Yeah, this looks uncanny now. Dude, they still kept the freaking underwear. Wait, they have underwear? Oh, that's insane. It doesn't get better. Version. That's why I don't like manga gamer. Yeah, honestly, I'd take console over manga gamer. I like that she's holding a plate. And I was like, too polished, it's off. I like this. This is comfortable.
シオンが本当に頼もしく見えた。
私だって怖かったですよ。でも他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし、勇気出して頑張りましたってことです。
While a little embarrassed by what she just said, Shion made a show of folding her arms boldly.
シオン、本当にありがとうな。
I was thanking Shion, but I really wanted to thank Mion. Mion, really, thank you. I will say one thing. Like I said, I know Mion and Shion are two different people. And I also know that he's just a dumbass. That part I do know.
ほらほら、もう元気出してくださいよ。
Shion, you're barely hanging in there. Oh yeah, I showed it to Nacho. She said Zam.
もしも恩義を感じるなら、今度はケイちゃんが他の誰かのために戦ってくださいね。
I feel like this is gonna bite us in the ass.
例えば、私がピンチになったら、
Honestly, I feel like anything here could bite us in the ass.
きっと助けに来てくださいよ。
Well, the Mion and Shion thing will be explored a lot more in future arcs. Oh, nice.
ああ、もちろんだ。約束する。
絶対ですからね。
Mainly Meakashi. I've been curious about the relationship. I'll go a bit more in depth as to what I thought and what I'm thinking now. I'll do that like after this chapter's done. I've been doing like a chapter a week. I might do another one tomorrow night. I'm getting interested. Taking advantage of my words, she seemed happy about my promise.
ピンチになったら、ケイちゃんが助けに来てくれるのか。
Bro.
早くピンチにならないかな。あ、やっと笑ってくれた。
She said as she smiled herself, poking me in the cheek.
元気のないケイちゃんなんて偽物もいいとこです。ほら、笑って笑って。
くすぐったいってば。やべ。
Okay, first of all, he laughs like a duck having a stroke, first of all. Second of all, why are we just bringing out the tickle monster? Thanks to Shion's meddling, I finally cheered up a little. All the muscles in my body that had stiffened because of the incident finally began to relax a little.
元気出たらお腹とか空いてこないです？私、お腹空いちゃいましたからホットケーキとか食べたいんですけど。
Pancakes! I didn't have pancakes, but for the past few days I had, French toast. Keiichi laughs like a dying chicken. For real.
ケイちゃんも食べます？
Wanted to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any.
うまいんだろうな。
I just realized he was already a fat ass during lunch.
俺、ホットケーキは
Allegedly.
かなりうるさいぜ。
No, I'm deliberately feeding you shit pancakes.
安心してください。うちのホットケーキはかなり評判いいですから。
Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. An employee ordering from another employee seems kind of weird.
おいおい、そういえばシオン、今バイト中じゃないのか？俺とずっと話をして油売ってていいのかよ。
おじさんにね、私が不良に絡まれてるところをケイちゃんが助けてくれたって言ったら、ねぎらってあげろって。
Is that Mayakashi? We're on, Watanagashi. We're just getting introduced to Mion and Shion right now. You know what Keiichi laughs like? Keiichi laughs like, the Hummer guy before his balls are dropped. Laughs like that. I was thinking, never mind, I was thinking chapter 5. Nah, we're just on chapter 2. We're just getting introduced to things.
だから店長公認で OK です。
それ、事実と正反対だぞ。いいのかな？
全然いいのです。
By the time the pancakes arrived, we had... Oh, I don't know why it showed up twice. Why did that show up twice? Oh, by the way, do you like my redeem? Oh, wait, I see. I think it did work. Just... Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Didn't really get a chance to show that off, so I think I just put it in a different place. What did you think of chapter 1? Mwah! Fantastic. I really like chapter 1. I'll get rid of this one. Everything should be set up so it's like connected to Twitch too. Okay, I guess it didn't show on the... Oh, by the way, thank you for the follow, Bitty Boogie, on Twitch. Chapter 1 was fantastic. I am very hyped to see what's going on here. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened the mood with some chit-chat. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food, nothing more than idle chit-chat. Talking together like this, I once again became conscious of Shion being a girl. No, right? Can't wait for you to get to some of the later chapters. Honestly, I didn't know what I was getting into when I decided to make this a series, but I'm sticking with it. I'm strong. I'm gonna be stubborn. I like this. My favorite arc is Tsumi Horoboshi. Honestly, because of the first chapter, I'm still super invested in Rena still. I love her and I want to give her a hug. She seems like a really nice and complex character, at least from the outset. Oh yeah, Maimu, I found out Yukishi made a writing mistake that's kind of funny. Uh-oh, should've got fired for that blunder. Hey now, that's funny talk. Keiichi Maibara. You know how he made a point of Cardcaptor Sakura being on TV in the early 80s? Uh-oh, did it come out in the 90s? Oh, if you like Rena, Tsumi Horoboshi will be a fun one. Oh, yay! Cardcaptor Sakura didn't air till late 90s. I can't believe it. Fake 80s man. Fake 80s fan. Shion and Mion are the same person. If there was anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted she was Mion. He's coping so hard. He's trying to convince himself so hard. Well, not fun, but it will give you Rena lore. Yeah. Given that, no more conversation. conversation was this different?
ケイちゃんってお姉のことを女だと思ってないでしょ
そんなことはないよ。男だったら容赦なくどつき倒してる。
Wow. Sexist?
ケイちゃんとお姉が仲がいいのってそういうノンセクシャルな関係にあると思うんです。それってなかなかできない羨ましい関係ですよ。
Same vibe as like, oh, we look like a couple of besties.
言ってる意味がよくわかんないが、まあ確かに女にしとくにはもったいないやつだよな。
あ、ケイちゃん、それ男女差別ですよ。
See, we're on the same page. She loves Cardcaptor Sakura. He brings it up in Umineko a few times too. Fair enough. Oh, by the way, Twitch Bros, there's an ad coming up in 4 minutes. Just a heads up here. I think I just have it for like a minute of ads every hour? Like a minute or two of ads every hour, but just a heads up. Maybe ads in a couple minutes. Hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection. Has anybody ever told him? What was I prejudiced against Mion and Shion for? Look in the mirror, bro. Mion was Mion. He was the best friend a guy could have. No reservations and head to shoulders above me when it came to club activities. I had met her 5 years earlier. My life would have probably been a bit more fun. Of this, I had no doubt. By the way, Hinamizawa bus stop is basically the prototype Higurashi? Really? Ooh. What about Shion? I don't look into this shit. She was Mion's little sister. It hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Our relationship was much more distant, as the only thread we had in common was that I knew her sister. Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago only because I was a friend of her sister's. It was written before Higurashi and was what eventually became Higurashi. Ooh. Would it give me any kind of spoilers for this rendition if I did go back and read Namizawa Bus Stop later on? Or should I wait until I get finished with everything first? What do you recommend? Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago only because I was a friend of her sister's. The difference between Mion and Shion? Friendliness? Paige crashes out the bathroom, stares at himself in the mirror, and asks, "My problem?" Nah, it's like, wait a minute, no. It just makes me think of SpongeBob and Squid. You're fucking... No, I'm just... Nah, KG Squidward's like, "That you're fucking for sauna. That's cringe." And then Mion's gonna be SpongeBob, and he's gonna be like, "You're cringe!" And then she laughs and he stares at the mirror, and he just cries and cries. I think wait until after you finish the main story. Okay, I see. Thank you. I will check it out, though. Eventually. Give me, like, a lot of time. Difference between Mion and Shion. Friendliness? Familiarity? Familiarity! Ugh, voice is cracking. I had around with those unclear thoughts for a while. I'd stopped listening to Shion.
例えばですよ。聞いてます？
Hypothetically. And then you can go to Hinamizawa Bus Stop and see how it compares to Higurashi and how things change and stay the same. Ooh.
なあ、ごめん。聞いてるよ。
例えばですよ。私とお姉が共にピンチで、崖にぶら下がってるとします。
I feel like how you cannot start Umineko until you finish. I did. Yeah, DTT did say that, it goes right out of the gate with Higurashi spoilers.
ケイちゃんはどっちを助けます？
I'm getting very scared of this question.
どっちか一人だけですよ。
She wasn't saying it to tease me, but had a playful tone behind her voice.
嫌な問題だな。どっちも助けたいけど、それじゃダメなんだろ？
ダメです。 シオンかミオンのどっちかだけです。どっちですか？
Or Mion? I don't think she'd be in this situation in the first place, as it's something she could easily get out herself. Not the normal, frail Shion. I guess I'd have no choice.
お姉じゃないですよね。
Mion and Shion were different people. I suppose it would come to that. I couldn't confirm nor deny it. Oh fuck, this is an interesting question, knowing what I know. Oh. Ooh. She should have been smiling, but her gaze was locked firmly to mine.
つまり、そういうことなんですよ。
Ooh, sneezed.
お姉はそのつまり、あれすみません。なんか自分で言ってて破綻しちゃいました。
Bro, it's crazy. I'm on episode 4 right now. She just keeps going with Higurashi spoilers for no reason. Just to spite people who didn't read it. Dude. You should be like, read it in order, bro. She almost tried to talk in a lighthearted manner, but I felt like there was something more behind her words. Is Mion trying to tell me something through Shion? Being able to put a finger on exactly what it was. It's vexing. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around.
それよりもさっきのあれ、驚きましたか？みんながどんどん集まってきて。
Getting a little nervous.
こりゃ驚いたよ。レナやサトコが駆けつけてくれるならともかく、あんなに老若男女がいろいろと集まってくるんだからな。あれ全部ひなみ沢の人なんだろ？
ええ、そうです。ひなみ沢の人はみんな結束してるんですよ。
Yeah, it's called that.
一人の敵は全員の敵。
Well, that I figured out.
寄り見なんか誰もしません。結構頼もしい住民性なんですよ。
誰かがいじめられたらみんなで結束してやっつけるわけか。
Sadly, we know that. I'm just thinking about... It's gonna be one of those, like, things where she's saying shit, and it's gonna be sign. It's like, Wakami is listening.
なんだかマフィアとかヤクザみたいな結束だな。
True.
そんなこと言っちゃダメですよ。とてもありがたいことなんですから。ケイちゃんもそれに助けられたんですよ。感謝の気持ちを忘れないように。
This does blow a theory out that I was thinking. As a fake example, Battler would break the fourth wall and say, "Oh, so like that time in Higurashi when so-and-so did that plot crucial thing." Gosh. I half-heartedly agreed. Oh well, I should be appreciative.
ひなみ沢の人たちって本当に仲が良くて結束してるんだな。
昔からの伝統かな。ひなみ沢って昔からいろいろと敗損の危機に遭うんですよね。その度に結束して戦って存続を勝ち取ってきたっていう歴史が
Yeah,
あ
I
るんです。
remember.
例えばケイちゃん、ひなみ沢ダム計画のこと知ってます？
Everybody lock in. Hinamizawa Dam Project? Some of the details left by mine, but I know that. I know that. Let's see. I heard somebody talk about it before.
10年くらい前にね、突然ここにダムができて、ひなみ沢が丸ごと水没するって話になったんですよ。
あ、そんな話親父かなんかに聞いたことがあるような。でもそれって確か中止になったんだろ？
中止にさせたんですよ。みんなで団結して。
We made them cancel. I feel from what I remember
だ
something
から
went
これは
on.
戦って勝ち取った勝利なんです。
Yeah, right. Sounded pretty much like the story I heard. Protests intensified to the point where it was featured in newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended.
ダムの話そのものは私が生まれる前からあったらしいんです。 最初は候補地調査とか砂防のための小さいダムとかそんな程度の話だったんですよ。
And the cat was let out of the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Hinamizawa, but several villages upstream would have been submerged as well. Protests immediately began. Petitions to cancel or relocate the project were drafted and submitted to the Diet. Diet? Diet? They even went so far as to go to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. The previous landowners sued the government, stating that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transactions would be nullified. Owners of yet unacquired land split their properties, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle their project.
土地の買収なんていうお金の問題のうちは可愛かったんです。そのうち土地の強制収用をちらつかせるようになりましてね。
You and the feds want to flood my home.
その頃からです。機動隊とかの暴力行為が目立ち始めたのは。
機動隊って警察だろ？
Even police brutality exists here? No.
暴力行為なんてするのかよ。
This man has clearly not seen police officers.
殴りますよ。蹴りますよ。私も殴られたことありますし。この辺だったかな。皮が切れちゃったみたいで血がすごい出ました。
Holy shit. Saying that, Leon indicated her temple by poking at it.
警察とかには
Filing a complaint against the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason. Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. Of course not. Haimu is 12, he just barely found out he likes girls. Wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could justify their actions by saying you were interfering with police duties.
うちのバッチャ、劣化のごとく怒り狂いましてね。それからがすごかった。もう全面戦争ですよ。こっちも座り込みで訴えるなんて生っちょろいことなんかしません。ガンガン攻めました。
She says we, but also how the hell old was she? I think she was like a kid. First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in court. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in prominent scientists to state that Hinamizawa was a valuable nature preserve. I can't. They pressured the prefectural and municipal assemblies, saying that the prefectural government ignored his constitutive... Oh god, I'm losing it. Constituents. When he approved the project and demanded his resignation. Completely and thoroughly denounced him. Naturally, in Hinamizawa, a ferocious conflict worthy of being called the Dam War began. In order to suppress the police's brutality, they coordinated with the network channels and exposed the violence of the riot squad members to the public. Oh, what happened a week before Keiichi moved in his stupid truck? On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the government oppressing the citizens and aired it nationally. Damn. Worked wonders. Following that, SWAT teams had their hands cuffed. Day after day, the petitions and demonstrations continued. Propaganda was used to help garner support. The circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Hinamizawa. Whether that bore fruit, the government finally decided against it. Announced that the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago. Oh, okay, that explains it. Just a couple years ago. I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking about like little, I don't know, like 7-year-old Mion or something getting kicked around by police.
一丸になって戦ったんです。あの時は必死だったけど、終わった今となってはいい思い出かな。
Oh, I'm sure it has. Being drop kicked by police officers.
村人たちの連帯感や団結心は今でも消えていないんです。
Yeah, let's call it that. Shion said that as she focused off into the distance. Felt that in those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride.
そういう連帯感っていいよな。
Mion or Shion, whoever this was, out protesting at 5 years old. No! Considering these people, I imagine it. I can see it. Why can you see her belly button line on her skirts?
なかなかないことだよ。世代を超えて地域で団結できるなんて。
私もそう思います。ダム計画は試練だったけど、それを乗り越えて得たものはとても大きいと思いますよ。
Fear I was feeling until just now gradually began to fade. People began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs. I thought it was frightening. Now I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been rude. The villagers prepared to defend their homeland to the death. Sense of solidarity that fostered. Usually that's a scary thing. Usually that's scary when everyone's unified like that. Or maybe I'm just stinky. Maybe I don't know unity. Maybe it's all an illusion. Might seem impudent to say this, but I was a little Don't be. Just be glad you can't see a camel toe in the... Getting what that phrase means. If I had been in Hinamizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I'd have been able to share in that sense of solidarity.
ケイちゃんは反対運動の時、ひなみ沢にいなかったから、村人たちの連帯感を実感できないかもしれないけど。
Oh, I see. You're not one of the cool kids.
みんなにはあるの。しっかりと。それはたとえ引っ越してきたばかりのケイちゃんに対してもね。
He couldn't have been more right. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here. And though they were strangers whose names I didn't even know, a hot feeling began welling up inside of me. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my own neighbors. I thought that it was natural, but here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Even though I thought of them as strangers, all the other villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was acutely aware of those feelings as they gradually welled up inside of me.
園崎さん、店長がホール入ってほしいそうです。
A more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was time for work.
はい、今入ります。すみません。もう仕事しないとまずいみたいです。
いいよいいよ。付き合ってくれてありがとな。楽しかったよ。
Oh yeah, so fun.
帰っちゃいます？
まあな。飯の時間には戻らないとお袋がうるさいし。
It seemed that Shion wanted to say something. She swallowed her words. Like we hadn't talked enough, that kind of feeling. Looking at that expression, I regretted.
このチケットで払えば、
Oh,
ホットケーキ代も大丈夫です。
pardon me, pardon me. I forgot the mouse wheel. I was trying to click on something else and scroll. Okay, let's go back. About to say that I couldn't stay a bit longer when Shion got up from her seat. Wait. Yeah. Looking at the expression, I regretted saying something that's putting me on like that. I was about to say blah 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 blah. She says, here, if you use the coupon, it should cover the pancakes as well. Kinda crazy that a 14-15-year-old is working here in that fit. Wait, how... I assumed that it was like 14 or 15. If she's in school like that, I don't imagine her being 18. Miona's 14. Okay. 18 years old. Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet as she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me.
便利でしょ？お給料の他にもらえるボーナスチケットなんですよ。
いいよ。ホットケーキ代くらい払えるよ。
おやおや、遠慮するなんてケイちゃんらしくないですよ。私がお姉だったら喜んでおごられるくせに。
She's She said that as she laughed, gently stopping me from opening my wallet. Being told so with such an encouraging smile really resounded with me. Later. Day was fun. Saying that, Shion smiled one more time at me. Yo, it's me, Bitty Buggy Goober from Twitch. Hey again! Welcome to YouTube. Welcome, welcome.
ああ、ミオン。今日は本当にありがとうな。この恩は忘れないよ。
そう思うならきっと返してください。楽しみにしてますから。
After I said that, I realized I mistakenly called her Mion. I don't know if she realized it or not. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. It might seem like a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia. Bro was making so many excuses. After dinner was valuable time well spent while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients. Right, yes. Hey, I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably. It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. Keiichi, he's always a goober. She was probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. This was Mion we were talking about. She might even go so far to say we were doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 p.m. It was Mion, but it's very un-Mion-like. He's so stupid, he's so stupid, he's so stupid. Huh? Could it be? Won the grade B race? Nice! Anybody else that doesn't know, I said it in the Discord server. But I also won. My Nishino flower got first place, and then I had an Ogre Cap and a Marizensky there, and they both got 8th and 9th. Unrelated, but I'm happy about it. Dude, that's awesome, though. Also, Mion and Shion seem to share the same voice actress in both the OG Japanese and English dubs for both animes. Ooh, nice! Ooh, the English dub, too. That's cool. Oh, yeah, also, for anybody else that plays Uma Musume that didn't know after I posted the Discord server, I used my my card tickets, and I ended up getting the card with Seiyun Sky scratching her ass, which I'm very happy about.
ごめん。ひょっとしてミオンじゃなくてシオンか？
そうです。どうもこんばんは。夜分遅くにすみません。
Mion, this would have been an ill-fittingly polite way of talking. Since it was Shion, it was natural. No way. People talk with different cadences and tones depending on who they are. Even though they were both the same Stupid. With a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious feeling.
いや、別にいいよ。それより何の用だい？
ケイちゃんはケーキとかデザートとか甘いものは好きですか？
There was no way I hated them. I'm an unabashed glutton. So true.
ならよかったです。実はですね、夏の新デザートコンテストってのがありまして。
Ooh. Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. They were hiring taste testers for potential desserts.
エンジェルモートのデザートはかなり評判いいんですよ。モニターの募集もかなり倍率高いんです。
それで担当直入な話。じゃ
じゃーんと言われても見えないからわからないけど、ひょっとして
ーん、そうです。そのモニターチケットがここにあるってわけです。もしも甘いものが嫌いじゃないならいかがですか？
いかがですかって、つまりなんだよ。そのチケットで俺が新デザートを食い放題と、そういうわけなのか？
Yeah. Say to beware of honey pots, but this is sweeter than any pot of honey. I feel like he's getting swindled. I have to say kabooshed. Is that a word? Getting kabooshed. I personally think that the VA for Keiichi in Go/So2 did such a good job. Are you talking about like the anime or this?
OK ならモニター当選者の末番に名前を書いておきますね。明日お店に来たら係の者に名前を言ってください。それで万事 OK ですから。
万事 OK って。
Sam, I actually think
それ
the
食べ放題なのか？
Yo, wait, hold on, who's with it? What? I was wondering what was going on. I don't know why I didn't show a thingy. Thank you, Hayami, for the raid. Hi. Oh, Ghost is the sequel anime. Oh. Yo, what is up, Hayami? I shout out Hayami if you guys. Since we have a couple extra people in the chat, you guys should totally follow Hayami. She's been having a scuff-a-thon. She's been having a dono-thon, subathon thingy going. And hi, Alex, and hi, Armed Angel. Hi, everybody. Okay. Formalities. Hi, I'm Maimu. I am a mime from another dimension. Right now we're playing Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 2. And right now we are being invited to dessert time. We were watching TV, like murderous neighbors and semis on ice with boiling Was that what you were watching before? Because I ended up getting a peek at your stream, and everything was very, very blue. Very blue. We are reading Peak. Oh hey, Nimble Gosling, yo, what's up? What's up? I was cold.
無料なのか？
ええ、無料です。
Higurashi when they bro, they're higuring on my Rashi so bad.
結構ありますから、お腹を空かせてくることをお勧めします。
Yes, I'm so hungry. So hungry. Such a delectable opportunity, it was almost scary. This was really Shion, right? It wasn't Mion posing as Shion in order to bait me into a trap, was it? Not yet. Saying. Stop. You the more you say it, the more you're not the same person. Oh, stupid. And the umi on my neck when I got soul.
はいはい。ケイちゃんの考えてることは分かってますよ。こんな美味しい話があるわけないって思ってるんでしょ？
ギク。いや、そんなことは全然。
Keiichi is a dumb teenage boy. Dude, I make fun of this man for being stupid. And I make fun of this man for being a horny, stupid teenager simp. Incel man. But he's a teenager, and he's confused and very immature, and probably doing what anybody else would do in his situation, and I still really like him as a character. Nimble, what's up? Hello. Hello. Or make fun of him more. He deserves it. I love his character genuinely. But he deserves it. Keiji makes me mad, but it's a good kind of angry. True. I think I get it.
お姉から聞いてますけど、つくづく嘘のつけない人なんですね。私、そういうの嫌いじゃないです。
Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh.
下心ってわけじゃないんですけど、実は私、明日はちょっとバイトしたらすぐに終わりなんです。もしもご迷惑じゃなかったら、その
Yo!
後ちょっとご一緒してもらってもいいかなって思いま
Guys,
して。
unbelievable. He's getting bitches. He's finally getting bitches.
へえ、明日のバイトはすぐ終わっちゃうんだ。
はい。だから、ケイちゃんがデザート食べながらのんびりしてるうちに終わっちゃうんです。
まあ、俺も特に用事はないし、多少付き合うくらいなら構わないよ。
別にどこかに行くわけでもないです。夕涼みしながらお散歩でもできたらなって思ってるだけですから。
Oh, Keiichi flops all romantic attempts. True. I need him to fail. There was no reason for me to refuse. Watch, he'll ruin it. True. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the fumble. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on her offer.
そういえば、ケイちゃんと私ってなんだか毎日会ってますよね。
言われてみればそうだな。
でも OK してもらえたおかげで、また明日も会える口実を作ることができました。
Eh? What was Mion saying?
ケイちゃん、なんだか声が裏返ってます。どうしたんでしょうね。
It's the video phone. She could tell I was beat red.
じゃあ明日きっと来てくださいね。それじゃあこれで失礼します。おやすみなさい。
あ、おやすみ。
Shion finished with what she had called to say, ended the conversation without any chit-chat. I returned to the living room after hanging up on the phone. TV was already off and my mom was sleeping in the rocking chair. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went back upstairs and returned to my room. Keiichi shows up to hang with Mion and says, "So your sister Shion is like so hot, I'm totally in her." Have you seen her in that maid outfit? Sam. Hold on.
俺、シオンに世話になってばかりだよな。
She brought me a memento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank Mion at school. To think of it, she'd probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow, I'll have to repay her somehow. Higurashi when they cry. Woo. Yay! Here. And I'm gonna save this. And I'm gonna do... This chapter's so... It really is. I'm intrigued. Alright. Well, we've ended our chapter, so we'll look through here. And then I'll give my thoughts. Because there have been developments.
で俺たちが逮捕されなきゃなんねんだろうな。すっとらってんじゃねえ。話さんけこれ。
クマちゃん、腕を離してあげていいですよ。さささ、どうぞおかげになって。
Three people rubbed their arms painfully. Magi-kun and the others must have been squeezing them pretty tightly. I wonder if he's gonna loop around this chapter.
お兄さんたち誤解しないでくださいよ。別に逮捕したわけじゃないんだから。クマちゃん、冷蔵庫から冷たいの出してあげてください。お兄さんたちは泡の出る麦茶と出ない麦茶どっちがいいです？ん？
Plunked down onto the reception sofa, and despite not yelling anymore, still had dangerous expressions. What I'd give to be young again.
飲まないなら私勝手に飲んじゃいますよ。失礼してピシッと。
What are you do? What do you mean, what's in your tits? What? Oh. Ad break ends in 1 minute. The big ass wreck. Holy shit. Dude, that's his stomach. That's his beer belly. That's a beer belly, man. Yeah, that's it. You're not helping my case, man.
勤務中に飲むビールが一番美味しいですね。
He downed the beer with glee. People exchanged glances, then finally reached out for their cans. They hadn't stopped being cautious. It was more like they didn't see he's an outcome now. People they each opened their cans, began to drink the contents.
お兄さんたちはどっから来たんです？ここいらの人じゃないでしょう。
They looked at each other again, suspicious of whether they should tell
お兄
him.
さんたち大学生？バイクか何かで
I
旅行中
keep
だったん
being
ですか
anxious.
ね。羨ましいなあ。
Sorry about us. I'm not gonna.
家は近くってわけじゃないんでしょ？どっから来たの？大阪ですかな？
んなのどこでもいいだろ。
まあまあそうすごまないで。あのままいたらお兄さん方だってやばかったでしょ？
They seemed to recall the thrilling event from earlier. Well, they could understand getting surrounded by students or a gang or something along those lines. They would never have been surrounded by locals, both young and old, both men and women before. It's easy to imagine how scared they must have been.
ここいらの人間ならどんな間違いがあってもひなみ沢の人間には手出ししないですよ。あそこの連中は特殊なんです。
Getting into
子
it.
供の喧嘩に親は出てくるな、なんてもんじゃない。一人をいじめたら、それこそ村中が総出でやってきますよ。いや、ほんと、脅しでもなんでもなく。
Couldn't argue against that. They themselves had been surrounded. They'd seen it with their own eyes. There's no doubt about it.
ここいらじゃねえ。ひなみ沢の人間に睨まれたら、あっさり鬼隠しにあって消えちまう。
Ooh. You mentioned Onikakushi.
おお、跡形もなく忽然と。お兄さん方、行方不明になったら誰か捜索願いを出してくれるご家族はいます？いないならまずいな。蒸発扱いですよ。
Wait, okay. Very tiny detail. I don't know. I can't tell if it's an illusion or if he genuinely did it like that, but those suspenders look so tight around his stomach. I'm sorry, around his giant rack. Even then, we got there soon enough that nothing happened. Being late, things could have taken a turn for the worse. If they'd been forced into an alleyway, these young men wouldn't be sitting on a couch right now. Might be laying on an autopsy table. Probably not. Anyway, perhaps they'd be a little more cooperative if we found them as corpses. Why about a son? Why don't we go in the car? It's got air conditioning. Dude, if I had like an Elgato or something, I'd love to just make my voice echo. By the way, Nimble Gosling, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I need to get the Streamlabs memes taken care of.
お兄さん方、沖宮へは何で来たの？電車？バイク？
バイク。
そりゃまずいな。
さ
っきのとこにまだ止めっぱなしなんでしょ？あんたらのこのことバイクを取りに戻ったら、今度こそ袋叩きに会いますよ。
なんだよそれ。上等じゃねえか。
Calm down, calm down. Why are young people these days so quick with the shouting?
あんたらももう面倒ごとはごめんでしょう。バイクのナンバー教えてください。ここまで持ってきてあげますから。クマちゃん、交通課対策にゲート車を借りてきてください。
えっせ。別にいいよ。自分たちで取りに行くからいいって。
あんたら本気で囲まれたいんですか。今度は警察間に合わないかもしれませんよ。
大丈夫だっつったんだろ。囲み上等で。
おい、お兄さん方。あんたら今泡の出る麦茶飲んだろう。エンジンかけてみろ。その場で飲酒取るぞこら。
汚ねえ。
警察が税金使って兄さん方のバイクを運びして死んぜよって言ってんだよ。ごちゃごちゃ言わねえでナンバー言えってんだよこのクソバカ野郎。
Jesus criminy. The three were hesitant to tell him the numbers. They were mumbling something along the lines of not remembering some since he just got the bikes. Well, that's what I thought.
クマちゃん、ゲート車に同行してバイク持ってきてあげて。ごつい赤いやつとテールランプの右側が割れたやつ。あとシートにガムテ貼ってあった白いやつ。
Ooh. Is he on his period? Guys, what size pussy do you think he wears?
それだろ。兄さんたちのバイク。
They didn't answer. Those must be the right ones.
おいさん、ゲート車来ましたんで行ってきます。
はいはい、よろしくお願いします。あとクマちゃん、ちょっと。
なんすか？
ナンバー紹介しといてください。間違ったバイクを持ってきちゃうと悪いから。
Three people's faces changed color. Made themselves very easy to understand. Do you mean Nah, man. Who says pussy? Oh, there's like a post that's like... Is this like a meme with like the guy asked somebody, it was like, hey, I'm getting pads for you, what size pussy?
Bike 戻ってくるまでのんびりしてましょうよ。ビールもっとありますよ。乾き物だってありますし。テレビ見ます？ろくなのやってませんけどね。
いいよ、俺たちもう行くから。こんなとこにいつまでもいたくねえよ。
Suddenly there were 5 or 6 huge officers surrounding them. Whoa. Their clearly overpowering stares nailed them to the sofa.
なんだよ。俺たちが何かしたかよ。
Going on a trip by stealing motorcycles, huh? Students these days have too much time on their hands. Alrighty. Let's talk. Imagine somebody playing this game live without swearing. Okay. Alright, let's go back. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. I like this theme. Alright. From here, especially since we have some newer people, let me explain my thought process before. Shion, I know Mion and Shion are two separate people. I'm aware of that, just because I've seen stuff from, like, I think it was, like, anime clips and stuff. I've seen that they both do exist, absolutely for sure. I was thinking because Shion lived outside the city, that she was, like, trying to get away from the Hinamizawa stuff. I was thinking, like, in my mind, I was having this theory where, like, Mion's deeper into it. Anime isn't a good adaptation, it cuts out a lot. I think I just saw some of the, like, major scenes, but I, like, barely remember them. The VN's better. Yeah, honestly, by a landslide, this is really good. But I was thinking, my thought was, Mion is deep in the Hinamizawa stuff, she's lost in the sauce. Shion was not being supportive of it, because I couldn't think of any other reason that the sisters would be apart, and that, like, Shion's, like, living with relatives that are, like, outside the town. But considering the fact that she is part of the, frankly, the Hinamizawa hive mind, and is talking about, oh man, everybody comes together here, we're all happy family, we all hold hands and we sing Kumbaya by the bonfire. She's lost in the sauce just as much. I mean, she was part of those protests as a little teenager, getting it with, I don't know, police, whatever police use. Bats, tons or something. Fists. But that does further complicate things. I won't say anything. Keep it a surprise for me, guys. Pretty please. Fingers crossed. Lotion Man, fingers crossed. Lotion Man's crossed. Things will make more sense later on. I don't have any kind of concrete theory. Especially now that the main theory I did have has been kind of shattered. But the one thing I am wondering is that if Mion and Shion are truly both lost in the Hinamizawa sauce, then what does that make them? Why are they disconnected? Why are they living at other relatives' houses? Are they, like, trying to scout things out in other cities? But if everybody's connected, then there really shouldn't be too much of a need. So then it's like, why are they apart? Because Mion clearly does not like talking about her sister, especially like if she feels embarrassed talking about that. There's something going on between the two. I'm just recalibrating. There's something going on between the two. I just can't think what it is. I think it would be funny to do an anime watch along to see how much they cut. But I would not want to put you through that. Never mind, you. No. I did not watch Endless 8 fully all the way. I am not that much of a monster. Oh. I am just stretching. Ow. Stretching should not be painful. This is what you get when you read for 3 hours. Yay. Up to 2 hours, 49 minutes. Wow. Sus. Sus. How's it going? You? Alright, though. We'll end things here for now. We're clearly getting an introduction to things. I'm feeling like I didn't know if they were going to bring Oishi-san back or not. Like, I didn't know if it would just be the cameo. It's possible he might come back. All comes around again. Original anime skips out a major reveal about the twins? You gotta be kidding me. How do you skip that? Insane. I don't know what it is, but like, good stream. Yay! I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. Seriously, thank you guys for watching. I'll do my whole spiel, but seriously, like, give likes and follows and all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff if you want to see more. Because I really do enjoy this. I'm really enjoying this. W stream, thank you. This week, I also do art stream. So this week, I've been turning real life racehorses into Uma Musume characters. So if you like chilling and watching art too, I'll be back on the next stream, I promise. I really appreciate it. My sister sent me a trash tier meme for you. I put it in memes. Oh no. I'm so scared. I'm so scared, man. Oh, let me see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll do my little outro thing. Oh, also, actually, first, who raid? You guys want to raid? I have like a couple lurkers. I might raid. Maybe. Dude, I'm gonna be so for real. I want to raid Mr. Dinklepuss. If you guys don't know, what's the Discord? Ooh, yeah, Discord's in the video description. Yeah, it's gonna be in the YouTube description there. The Discord command? No. I might have to adjust the streamer bot here. I'll go ahead and also paste it on Twitch. I'll paste it on Twitch. This should be a permanent link. Found it? Okay, yay. And then I'll post it on Twitch just in case there's anybody lurking there. Actually, okay. I may skip out on the raid just because it says there's one viewer. I just want to have a couple more people if we do a raid. Just a personal preference. But, let's go outro time. Thank you all for watching, you wonderful people. I could squish all of your cheeks right now. If you're on the YouTube side of things, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Do they do hypes on VODs? Do they do hypes on YouTube VODs? I don't know, but hype it. Or hype it in your heart. If you're on the Twitch side of things, drop a follow. Bro is more popular. Yeah, I just started streaming on Twitch simultaneously like a couple months ago, so I've got me and my 1,000 subscribers. Higurashi's gonna bring all the nerds to the art for real. If you're on the Twitch side of things, though, drop a follow there too if you want to. If you prefer Twitch, YouTube is technically my main platform, but follow me on there. Follow me on Twitter too. I'm at Maimu Akemi on there. If you want to financially support me, you can drop some subs or some biddies or gift subs over on Twitch, or you can support me directly and go to coffee.com/maimu. If you want a little bit of incentive out of it, if you go on vlooplay.com/maimu, I'm also on there. It's basically Cameo for VTubers. I can wish you happy birthday. I can do roleplay scenarios. Actually, I never really said, but if you click on there, there's a preview of me doing a maid roleplay. Yeah. Ooh, also, since some of you guys came in a little later, I'll go ahead and say again, if you look at my Twitch description, haha, happy me, pat on the back, drop all the cash into the music bank. If you peek at my Twitch description, I actually just became a Gamefly affiliate. So if you go on there, you can go ahead. I won't plug it too much in the future, but just because it's a first time thing. If you go and click that link on the description, I promise if you click on it and your ad blocked it, I promise it's legit. You can sign up for a free trial of Gamefly, and if you sign up for your monthly membership on there, I get a little bit of commission. Oh, Pog, I need to check that out. Yeah, check it out. Hey, legitimately good service. Pay some money for a subscription every month. Get CDs for games mailed to your house. Mail them back when you're done. Hey, that's cool. I meant Moo Bank. Oh, gotta pay the Moo Bank. Yeah, that's all for right now. I'm not really going by any kind of strict schedules at the moment. I know for sure we're gonna do an art stream this week. And now I'm tempted to play more Higurashi, but I'm not sure. We'll figure that out when we get there. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna take a pee, and I'm gonna go to sleep, and maybe eat my burger, because now I'm feeling hungry. But I'll see you guys later. Bye, Moo!